Hi, welcome back to another episode of Lane Minecrafting. Why are we in this hole, you ask? Well, because I'm AFKing at my new Shulker Farm. Built this on stream the other day. The main reason that this was done so quickly without any recording is because I didn't want to record, and also because I promised myself and my server mates that I'd get this done before we did anything else on the server. So yeah, sometimes the hardest part is just getting the materials and actually getting started. I kind of dreaded making this because I figured a bunch of things would go wrong, but I found a tutorial for a build that was pretty simple. I was like, oh, maybe I can do this. A lot of things, a lot of things went wrong anyway. But so yeah, it's really hard to get into this AFK spot too. There we go. Give you a quick overview of this farm. So the shulker down here is the one that controls it, basically. They there's snow golems down here that they aggro to. Then because of scaffolding and slab mechanics, the shulker will try to hit them, it'll hit itself, then the new ones clone, go up here, jump out of the boat, and then they'll crush, and then the items are sent back down the same hole over here. And if I AFK here, apparently something about like the bullets will aggro to me and it makes the farm faster or something. But I'm kind of afraid to AFK here because I'm worried that the shulkers will shoot bullets out of the top and hit the boats. That's happened before. The boats break and then the farm breaks. So that happened, and then um, so that was one thing. I'm afraid to get out and show you. I'm just gonna do it free cam. So that happened, and then another time the snow golems died. So you have to make sure you put this. Ow. You have to make sure you put this stair here. And then another time, another shulker like appeared on top of here. The shulker appeared on top of here, right? And then it shot bullets at me, and then it aggroed the other shulkers somehow, and then the boats broke, so I had to kill the shulkers and get another shulker. And then I think the boats broke another time. Overall, easy farm to build, but I think I might have done something wrong, and also because it's easier to build, sometimes bad things can happen more easily. So yeah, sorry I'm so close to you. Anyway, I'll just chill around here for a little bit, wait for things to stop aggroing, and then we can get on with the build for this episode. Another thing that um I worry about is flying like directly over the farm, and that's another way that I feel the shulkers can aggro and hit me. Well, anyway, I'm flying home. Recently, I've just been like dying and then just respawning back at home. But let's try to find the base this way. It's saying 622 and 869. 622. There we go. Um, yeah, so I was in Japan for the past 2 weeks or so. I was in I was in Ginza, and I there's this indoor goldfish museum type thing. Uh, I won't say that the goldfish had the best living conditions, but I mean there were many different types and such. But there's a lot of like glass tanks and um a lot of glass tanks and just colorful lights. So I was looking at all of that, and I was thinking like I had just before I left, I had been looking into different colored beacons and how to like make rainbow beacons. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I was planning to make a line of beacons that made a rainbow gradient because you can get various shadings by like changing the colors that are of the glass above it. See, right now this is all pink, but that's just because there's It's very simple. When you put a pink glass pane, it turns it pink. But if you put multiple colors in like different orders, you'll get different colors, and then you can do a bunch of gradients using binary addition. Okay, anyway, I was thinking, and then we also went to a keyboard computer shop, and you know all the RGB lights, and some of my stuff has RGB lights too. I'm like, hey, what if we did that with just one beacon? Because I know about piston feed tapes and such. So I was like, what if we just did that? And coincidentally, right? Coincidentally, I I was like, okay, I guess I'll start on this piston feed tape. Let's find some YouTube videos to just chill and watch while I think. And coincidentally, I found one. I'll link it, and it's doing exactly what I wanted to. Turns out it was more complicated than I thought, so it's a good thing I found the video. Yeah, so using a regular piston pusher doesn't work because there's gonna be a tick where this white light is visible, and you don't want that because it's gonna flash, and that's kind of bad. So then you have to zero tick it. Uh, yeah. So I came across various designs, right? This is one of them. This one's the really simple one, I'd say. It's I will link this video too. So what this does is it's like a binary counter with it zero ticks the pistons and it pushes them in a circle, but then it kind of like uses binary to switch out the colors in a certain sequence. So like you'll see that there are 10 different colors, but it's not just 10 different colors that show up. It shows up, it pushes from one color to the next in a nice gradient. You can just watch. It'll be loud. As if you look, it's they're actually shifting pretty quickly, but since there's so many levels that the gradient is slowly changing. Oh, I didn't want all of these colors because I I'm like, why do I need so many colors if I just want a rainbow, which is three primary colors and three secondary colors? I was like, okay, I don't want 10 colors. I want 6 colors, which would be cutting off 2 rows. But yeah, I couldn't figure out how to like shrink this down. That's above my pay grade. And I I looked up other designs, but I just couldn't find one that I liked using this model. So this is a piston feed tape version, but it does have only 6 colors if you look carefully. Okay, anyway, well, it has 6 colors. It originally had blue instead of light blue, but I wanted light blue because I like the lighter colors better. I did a whole thing by myself in a single player world with beacons, but got a new computer and that folder was not saved, so I can't show you that anyway. So when I flip the lever, not good. Another reason that I prefer this one over this one is that the color changes more quickly because this one has 10 colors, as you know, and it changes more evenly. But the problems with this is that it's larger, but also I feel like that's a plus side because, you know, I'm gonna maybe you can see this underneath it and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. The moving parts looks nice. But also it's really loud, so I'm gonna have to go underground, like maybe this far underground or further. I don't need to you guys can just look up the how it works. But that's why it doesn't look like it's that's why it has this weird pattern here that I'm just gonna copy. I did all this stuff I did all this stuff in a separate single player world, so you just have to believe me. Anyway, this is in a creative world, so this is boring, but I like to build things and make sure that they work here because I don't have enough time to be a professional Minecrafter who does everything in survival, and we're gonna take this schematic and we're gonna put it in our multiplayer server. We're back in the main storage room, and I think I know a place to build our rainbow beacon. But I was thinking we could put it here, and I already checked out the area upstairs. I originally wanted to build it like 1 or 2 blocks over, but there's something, there's a contraption right on the side here, so I couldn't build it right over here where I originally thought. So right here is where I'm thinking of building it. And of course we don't want the pistons to make too much noise, so what we have to do is we have to dig down. Um, if we dig down here, let's just do this right now. We're gonna dig down. Eventually we should, yeah, here we are. I think this is low enough where the pistons won't make noise. And, yep, that's right above. Should I put the beacon down so I know where it is? So this area we mined out earlier for finding slime chunks, and we haven't used it, and it's a nice large area to build in, so I'm gonna make use of this space so I don't have to clear out as much. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like if I build it here. Another thing we have to check is to make sure that these orange glass are in the same chunk. Let's see, F3B, and oh, that's the wrong one, F3G. Let's see. So the chunk border is, oh no, these things here are chunks because there's a slime chunk checking, so we don't even need to check that. I think we should go down further. Dig down, maybe. Just try to get this so the bottom, the top of this structure with all the glasses is at this level, and that should be good. Okay, I'm gonna spend some time digging out this area, and then I'll come back and show you what's up. Okay, I finished excavating out the area. I left like a 2 block wide gap on all sides. There's like 1 block of airspace at the top, and now we have to gather the resources, and I'm gonna build it on stream. So when I turn back around, this will not be a schematic anymore, and it will be a completed rainbow beacon. Ready, set. It's done. It's kind of hard to tell from down here, but it is a rainbow beacon.